Sage Wanderer here, coming at you from Oklahoma. So, big apologies for not touching base with you guys in a while. As you can see, I've been busy on the keto diet. I've lost a lot of weight. I'm getting my health back. I went for a walk in the park today, and I carried my cane in case I needed it. And guess what? I didn't need it. So I am successfully defeating diabetic neuropathy, which is basically sore, burning, tingling, nerve damaged feet from high blood sugar. And I'm defeating that through the keto diet. It's that combined with where I'm at in life and what's going on with me has led me even further down the rabbit hole of being a hermit. And I'm just staying to myself as much as I can. It helps that I live in a crevasse, in a saddle, in the foothills of central Oklahoma. So having said that, I am out of range of cell phone service. I do not have any internet access. There isn't any available. And I did buy a booster. I did lay down some money to buy a 4G booster. And it is enough for me to watch a little bit of YouTube in the mornings. But at 9 a.m., it's like somebody flips a switch somewhere, and even with the booster, my 4G LTE just goes away, and I don't have the ability to stream anything from the internet, although I can send and receive phone calls with the use of my Wilson Electronics 4G booster. Now, I am almost done moving. I'm in the middle of the process. So I spend more time in Oklahoma than I am in Texas now, because it's more about just getting a load in Texas, bringing it back in Oklahoma, and then putting everything away in some orderly fashion so it's not chaos before I go back and get the next load. And so it takes me longer to unload for sure than it does to load. Plus, after a run to Texas and back with a load of stuff, I'm absolutely worn out. But I thought it was necessary for me to give a proof of life video for you guys, let you know where I'm at. But you see my incredible weight loss. I am the incredible shrinking man for sure. And my tummy is pretty much gone. And I'm not even there yet. I'm going to continue losing weight as long as I'm eating like I'm eating. When you eat a keto diet, it causes you to go down to your perfect weight, and you get very lean. And so that's where I'm headed. And it's what I've been doing. It leaves me a little bit low energy, and I hate to use the depressed word because I'm not depressed. I'm content. How's that? I'm content to be down in my little crevasse in a saddle of the foothills of central Oklahoma. And, with everything that's going on in the world, I've just been focused on becoming as self-reliant as possible. I have my chicken operation. My sister recommended that I show you the chicken operation. Maybe I'll do that this week. Or this weekend. And I'm down to 5 chickens. I started with 9 when they were little chicks, and right away I lost 2 in my first week to predators until I got my pen predator proofed in Texas. And I had 7 for a long time, but when I started going back and forth and started staying in Oklahoma while my chickens were still living in Texas, well, the predators moved in while I was away, and I lost a hen in Texas, and that's when I decided to just make the move and move my chickens up here. But guess what? It was trial and error getting my pen here all predator proof, and I lost a bird here as well. So I'm down to 4 hens and a banty rooster. But I have lots of ability to. I'm about to get jumped on by a squirrel. There's squirrels in this park that when I talk on the phone or make a video, the squirrels think I'm talking to them, and they just come to me like dogs. I don't know if you can even see this. I'm going to turn this around and see if he'll say hello. Where'd he go? Oh, he's on the table. He's literally on the table with me. Anyway, there he is. What's up, squirrely bud? There he is. He's coming to talk to me on the table. He thinks I'm talking to him. He's like, when people talk to me like that, they usually give me something to eat. Call me Dr. Doolittle. But anyway, with everything in the world going on like it is, I think it's really important that you pick some kind of farming and commit yourself to it, because we could see a time. I'm a little bugged by the squirrel. He's all over me. I could foresee a time when there is no way to resupply your groceries, and there's no jobs to go to work to. And I mean, what's going on right now, I mean, if we break out in civil war, okay, then the ability to raise a garden and chickens and put in a hog or some goats or some rabbits or something is going to be paramount to giving you security to know that you can get food when others can't. And so I'm putting my concentration on small, not small game, small livestock right now. So starting with the chickens, I got a lead today on some mature birds from another flock, so I may try to integrate those into my flock as well. I know there's a process to integrating chickens from another flock into an existing flock. So I guess they're a flock and not a herd. I heard they were a flock. But anyway, who gives a flock? Ooh! I couldn't resist. But anyway, and I'm gonna put some rabbits in the pen, because I have a really big pen. Like it's covered, and it's the exterior part of it covered. Carport part is 25 feet by like 12 feet. So that's a nice area. And then a part of that is like 12 by 12, I think is about right, or 8 by 12 is an enclosed area where I can slowly get them moved into. Right now, you'll see, right now I've got some homemade roosts. My birds are real particular about roosting. I have to trick them to roost, to train them really to roost where I want them to roost. But that's what's going on with me, moving, getting adjusted to the new place. I'm still working on the new place. I got kitchen cabinets now, but I'm not quite finished with them. And then I have to install my kitchen sink, which I have the plumbing and everything in place. I just need to hook it all up and cut a hole in the countertop and set the sink and plumb everything in. But yeah, there's a million things to do and not enough time in the day to do them. And by the time I get halfway caught up here, it's time to turn around and go to Texas and get more stuff. But I'm almost out of stuff. I got to move a bed, a refrigerator, and my 2 outdoor water storage tanks. And I'm pretty much done there. And I got to concentrate on getting my old vehicles off the property, sold, moved, whatever. And I guess I may move I don't know. I got a lot of stuff to do. But just like how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? But I encourage you guys to do the same thing. Get ready for this winter. They're going to lock us down for the winter. You need to work now while you still are free and able to work, to acquire the things that you're going to need to get through the winter. And I don't know what we're going to do next summer, but I really feel like this winter is going to be a really, really tough one. I don't see how we get through the election one way or the other without it busting loose into some kind of conflict, because it's just, well, I need to do a whole video on voter fraud and on the manipulation of mail-in ballots and on the game they're playing with Post Office Gate, Mailbox Gate, made up fake news accusing Donald Trump of driving around maniacally in a covered truck, kidnapping people's mailboxes so they can't vote by mail. How do they make this stuff up so easily? It's no wonder the Hollywood is owned by the left, because that's where all of the creative liars are. Which is, if you think about it, a movie or a film is just creative lying. So yeah, it's another act of fiction coming from the left there. But we've got a lot on our plate, and I'm just working towards being in the best position I can when the days start to shorten and the snow starts to fly, because I think we're in for a rough winter. But I'll just finish with my prayer I always finish with, which is, God save our republic. And if it's not in your will, Lord, then God bless a new republic. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye, y'all.